Well, this is Monday, January 11th, 2010. Tons of stuff has happened since last time I made a video. I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to pick something, and there's a hot dog machine right over there. You can't see it, but I can. We got a hot dog machine, and we're selling hot dogs at the theater now. We're doing quarter-pound dogs. I've got some Eisenberg hot dogs. They're like an 8-inch long hot dog, and bought some other ones over at Dank's, and trying different kinds of things, some Polish sausages, stuff like that. So I don't know what we'll have when you come in if you want a hot dog, but we'll have a quarter-pound something for you, and you let me know what you think of them if you get one, so I can decide. I want to get what people like. So if you don't like something, let me know. If you really love something and I don't have it, I'd sure like to hear about it. But anyway, this hot dog machine, it's about that wide and that tall and maybe about that deep. It's got a rotisserie thing in it, and you put the little hot dogs in this little, looks like a little Ferris wheel carriage, and they go around and round and round. And there's a heating element on the top that heats them up. Well, this hot dog machine used to be at the drive-in theater that Dick Smith owned, and he owned this theater as well. And after they closed the drive-in theater down, he didn't have anything to do with this thing anymore. So he was good friends with Sandy over at Sandy's Pantry, and she's running this restaurant, and he convinces her that for 4th of July, since the parade's going to run right in front of her restaurant, she should sell hot dogs. And so he gives her this hot dog machine that he's not using anymore, and she buys a bunch of hot dogs, and she ends up selling like 4 hot dogs. And what happened was people came by and they looked at the hot dogs and they looked at her restaurant and said, I want some food off your menu. Would you do that for me? And so she sold lots of food, but hardly any hot dogs. So she decided not to do that ever again. And this hot dog machine sat in her shed for years and years and years. And when I mentioned to her while I was eating one day, I mentioned I was going to start selling hot dogs if only I could find a way to cook them up. She said, "Alex, I have this hot dog machine. I'll just give it to you." So she was really nice and made Mike dig out the hot dog machine, and he brought it over and got it all cleaned up, got a little bit of glass for one of the pieces that was missing, and it's working like a champ. So come on in and have a hot dog someday. They're pretty tasty, and I think I'm going to end up gaining about 20 pounds before I get sick of hot dogs and never eat one again. Well, that's about it for tonight. Talk to you later.